So going all in is just trusting yourself, living life with freedom, and being unafraid to fail. When I think about going all in, I think about living life with freedom, living life to the fullest, like actually understanding what's important in your life and then diving in and going at it. I think that people don't take enough time in their life to establish, the life model, the love, the impact, the faith, the energy. I think that it's been a major turning point in my life when I started to lay those things out. And it gets a lot easier to go all in when you have identified the who's in your life that matter most. Like if I'm in a relationship and I'm identifying whether or not I want to take it to the next level, and now I've been married for 20 plus years, and so I'm speaking from experience of even our relationship. Like there are times where I want to take our relationship to another level. I want to add depth. I want to talk about, what we want to accomplish in the time we have left, and what's important to our children, and challenges that we might have. And I mean, going all in is really giving all of yourself to someone, to something, to some cause. And so when you're supposed to do that is when you feel it's going to be advantageous to you, and when you're unafraid to fail. Living life with freedom means that failure is going to happen. I can remember my wife again and I talking in college and being 4 to 6 months into our relationship, and we were great friends prior, and she was my sister's best friend, and there were so many risks that we had as we presented that relationship. And I remember us talking about it, and I've never been afraid to go all in. I have never been afraid of the result that could come out, positive or negative, because I see so many challenges as opportunities. And so for me, when I look back, I'm all in. Like, I don't care. We'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. Let's just have this depth of relationship and move forward together, regardless of what it does to our friendship. Why would we look at all the negatives that could happen when the positives could be so impactful? And had I not had that conversation, I wouldn't be married for 20 years. I wouldn't have, one of the best partners that I could ever have. I wouldn't have 2 amazing sons that I wouldn't want any other spouse to raise them with. Like, so many things come from those moments that going all in is so worth it. And in a career, okay, so you fail. So, the conversation we had yesterday about the game designer, he's in law school. He's like, dude, I can go back to law school. I can always go back and get another job. I can always go back and do something different. When he started the company, he was at Upper Deck, and it was this, great company in the 1990s for baseball cards and sports cards, and they were moving into the gaming community with big new fantasy games and things that were trying to change their business. And he found himself in a room where he was the only guy that really understood what was happening, and he was like, I think I could do this on my own. And so what's the worst case scenario? He goes and gets his job back, or he goes somewhere else and gets another job, right? So going all in is just trusting yourself, living life with freedom, and being unafraid to fail. So what stops people from going all in is their fear of failure, their focus on the negatives, their inability to see the long-term vision. If we focus too much on what's right in front of us right now, and we can't see what we're aiming for in the future, then it's very difficult to push through the challenges, because challenges happen every day, and some of them are overwhelming. And I think a lot of people hit a challenge and quit. In fact, most people hit a challenge and quit. Most people are afraid to push through challenges. You're wearing a shirt right now, if I read it correctly, that says something along the lines of you can keep your participation trophy, right? And maybe you're just wearing that shirt because it was given to you for free. Maybe you got it as a participation trophy. I don't know. But what I know is In a generation of trophies for everything, winning for everything, there's a lot of quitting that happens, and it's quitting on themselves. And so if you can't hold yourself accountable, you can't focus on what you're strong at and build through and past those challenges, you're going to be highly disappointed in the results in your life, in your relationships, in whatever it is you're trying to go all in on.